Welcome back, guys. Today we'll be going over how to spawn in custom mobs naturally. So let's just go ahead and set this to be nighttime, and we'll give it a second and we'll let some monsters start spawning that isn't slimes. I have this set so that it only affects zombies and skeletons. If I don't see them spawning soon, I'll just use a spawn egg. Let's grab a zombie and let's grab a skeleton. So we'll spawn in a couple zombies, spawn in a couple skeletons. Oh yeah, just like that. We have a bunch of our custom monsters that have spawned. And in the background, we'll take a look at it. So, as far as code goes, inside of our namespace, we want to go ahead and go to our functions. In our load function, we've created two scoreboards. We have zombie buff RNG and skeleton buff RNG. And then we are going to go ahead and start the loop on this so that it will start the function in 2 seconds. So we go to buffers. This is where we loop it again. So every 10 seconds, this file will loop. And what it's checking for is in the overworld, it's looking at every zombie that has not been checked, and it has a predicate of location sky. So look at the predicate. All it's saying is that it can see the skylight. So if it's underground, this won't affect them, but you can change it if you like. I have it set up so that they have to be on the surface for them to get changed. So we execute in the overworld either as a zombie or the skeleton that can see the daylight, and then we're going to go ahead and run our buff zombies. So buff zombies is right here. And so buff zombies is we're tagging an entity to make sure we don't double go over an entity twice. We're going to generate a random number. So to do that, we're going to execute store result, the score, with the zombie buff that we made. That's a dummy scoreboard. And we're just going to roll a number between 1 and 100. And then we're checking to see if it's between 1 and 30. This will be a minion. So it's just going to reference this. So inside the zombie minion run, we're just going to summon a new zombie villager. Make sure it has the tag of checked. And then we're going to kill the old one, so it replaces it. And then this is just code to add in a custom monster. To do that, you can just go to MC Stacker, which I can leave a link in the description. And you can build your own custom mob there. So back in the file, so we have zombie. So this will just check to see at each of the random generated numbers. It can only be one number, so each zombie will get one number, and it's either going to be 1 through 100, so it's going to take all of its checks. And if it's none of the numbers there, it's just a normal zombie. If it does pass through, it'll be one of the special ones. And that will do it for today's video.